Welcome to Revenge with Arya. My brother didn't even pause for the eulogy echoes to fade. Dad was barely in the casket, lowered into the earth just hours before. We were still dusting off the graveside dirt from our shoes when he barged into my condo. No knock, no condolences, not even a feigned tear. He just crossed his arms, leaned against the doorframe and declared, "All right, I'll handle the house, and I need $3 million wired by end of week." Dad always said I'd carry the family name forward. My name is Arya Voss. I'm 34. And if you assume the overlooked sibling can't dismantle an empire, buckle up. Because I wasn't overlooked. I was observing. He mistook patience for passivity. He mistook composure for cowardice. He mistook mourning for vulnerability. It's almost poetic how the ambitious presume the steady ones are simple targets. My brother Derek always claimed the lion's share of everything, being the prodigy son, the one Dad paraded at galas, the one who schmoozed investors, the one who dressed sharp, the one who wed into old money. Meanwhile, I was the reliable one, buried in spreadsheets, summoned only for fixes. Derek tossed his jacket on my armchair, plopped down, and started swiping through emails as if this were a boardroom takeover. Then he clapped his hands once, sharply, and barked, "Get the accounts sorted tonight. You know Dad wanted me set up right." My pulse didn't spike. My hands didn't tremble. I just met his gaze with an expression he'd never witnessed from me. Because what he didn't suspect, what nobody did, was that Dad had transferred every asset to me 9 months prior to his passing. And Dad didn't just bequeath wealth. He bequeathed evidence. Derek had no clue the reckoning was already brewing beneath his arrogant facade. The following day I took my time. Steeped tea, cracked open the balcony doors, let the crisp dawn breeze sweep through the living room. Derek fired off 5 messages. 7:15 a.m. markets open soon. Don't drag this. 7:22 a.m. lawyers cost more than cooperation. 7:35 a.m. We both know the estate's loaded. 7:48 a.m. involving Mom now. Perfect. I needed them converged. See, 9 months before Dad's end. He had a rare clear month amid his illness. And in that span he did the unforeseen. He drafted affidavits, precise ones with timelines. He detailed every siphoned fund, every borrowed investment never returned, every falsified endorsement, every offshore shuffle through his holdings to dodge audits. And he had those affidavits notarized with a firm I selected. Overlooked sibling didn't equate to oblivious. It meant methodical. So, at 10:45 a.m., I strolled into my lawyer's suite. She had the dossiers prepped. 10 of them tabbed and cross-referenced, each in Dad's script. The specific offenses Derek and his spouse perpetrated. Wire fraud, senior exploitation, evasion schemes, impersonation. Not hearsay. Not hysterical. Ironclad. Meanwhile, across town, my device pinged relentlessly. Mom calling, mom calling, mom calling. And at 11:17 a.m., Derek rang. No bluster left, just dread, he rasped. "What papers did Dad authorize?" I stayed silent. I just gathered the dossiers, Dad's ultimate bequest, and tucked them into my satchel. Because by dusk, Derek would grasp what observation truly signified. When I pulled up to Mom's residence, Derek was already stomping the veranda, tie loosened, sweat beading despite the chill. His wife lingering in the shadows, feigning poise but fidgeting. Mom attempted mediation as ever. "Kids, let's hash this as kin," she urged. An ironic term, particularly from those who invoke it solely when inheritance scents the air. I didn't settle in. Didn't shed my scarf. I merely set my satchel on the kitchen island, where Dad once sliced apples for us, and deliberately unzipped it. 10 dossiers thumped down. Thunk, 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 thunk. Mom's forehead creased. Derek's wife gulped audibly. Derek muttered hoarsely, "What's all this?" "Dad's penmanship," I replied. Hush. I flipped open the initial dossier and nudged the lead sheet their way. The sworn declaration naming Derek's full identity and the precise wire where he diverted Dad's portfolio to bail out his wife's boutique chain flop. $62,400. Mom slumped into a stool. Derek's stance wavered. He clutched the counter. I unveiled the second, cataloging the bogus approvals, with timestamps, ledger copies, the notary's stamp. Derek's tone fractured into a plea. "You're bluffing with these, aren't you?" I withheld response. I just aligned the third paper, wrapped it gently on the surface, and noted these were lodged with Dad's probate counsel 9 months back. Derek's wife's complexion drained to ash because right then, they comprehended this wasn't vendetta. This was repercussion and observation. The very observation they ridiculed for decades was poised to serve as their arbiter, assessor, and enforcer. Mom's words emerged faint, as if squeezed through a sieve. "Why keep this hidden till now?" I eased into a seat at last. Not from frailty, from authority. Authority reclines. Authority doesn't loom. "I attempted," I murmured. "For 25 years. Derek's wife melted onto the bench opposite, as if her frame dissolved. The same woman who'd once sneered at my modest career track, now evaded my eyes. Derek's fingers quivered so fiercely he pressed them flat. Mom massaged her brow, fixating on the countertop as if its veins held salvation. I advanced the concluding packet. "This seals today's relevance." Derek paused, then tore it ajar. Within, a loan clause authenticated by the probate firm. "The complete legacy allocation is concluded and disbursed." Mom squinted. Derek gawked. His wife's jaw slackened. "Explain that," Mom croaked. I interlaced my fingers. "It signifies the bequest is sealed. No revisions, no contests, no overrides. Dad's testament is enacted." Derek appeared gut-punched. "You claimed it all." "Well," I maintained a whisper. Catastrophically whisper-soft. "That's your projection." Derek's mouth trembled. "Then to whom?" "The Institute," I stated. They gaped baffled. I elaborated. "The Urban Innovation Institute, the one Dad backed discreetly for ages. He entrusted every penny to fund emerging entrepreneurs in tech and sustainability. His directive was inked 3 months pre-diagnosis. You were never beneficiaries to fortunes that weren't destined." Derek's expression crumpled, not to sorrow, but to epiphany. His whole crusade waged for a crown that vanished. For an instant, no one inhaled, myself included. Derek reclined as if his core surrendered verticality. His wife abruptly discovered an enthralling speck on the tile demanding her undivided scrutiny. And Mom aged a decade in mere moments. "The Institute," she echoed, as if vocalizing might rewind existence. I affirmed with a nod. Dad's terminal resolve. His sole untainted selection, unmarred by coercion. Derek gulped as if his windpipe were parchment, yet he always vowed we'd be secured. I nearly grinned. He implied stability, solidarity, kinship. You equated that to capital. Mom's palm shielded her eyes. Derek erupted suddenly. A tad feral, a tad frantic. "So you inherit zilch too. You orchestrated this for mutual ruin." I cocked my head. "Who claims ruin?" He halted. "Your game," he breathed. I inclined ahead, forearms on the slab, serene, anchored. How I seldom was in youth. "Tranquility." Derek blinked as if the notion defied logic. "Tranquility isn't wealth," he snarled. "It is when you've famished for it lifelong," I countered. Stillness. Then the chime pealed. All three jolted as if thunderstruck. I anticipated it, having orchestrated this segment weeks prior. Derek's wife answered and froze. 3 probate counselors entered, trailed by a delegate from the Institute's council. Mom murmured, "Heavens!" I rose. Dad insisted this dialogue be officially observed. Thus, we'll conclude it duly and honorably. Derek's chin quivered. His offensive was irretrievably beyond grasp. The counselors arrayed the dossiers over the island like a strategy grid. Leaf upon leaf, endorsements, validations, chronologies, conveyance verifications, all predating Dad's downturn. All executed discreetly, all impervious, all binding. Derek's gaze flitted over each folio as if hunting a glitch to nullify truth. Some flaw must lurk, he hissed. A counselor responded evenly. Mr. Voss ensured none. Mom needed her sides. Why the secrecy? I voiced it softly yet piercing. Because whenever he broached tomorrow, you pivoted to your demands. Derek batted lashes rapidly. Moisture swelling now, his wife grumbled. We figured he was fretting excess. Well, they viewed Dad as a vault. Quietude lingered. Then the Institute envoy nudged a charcoal folder my direction. This outlines your segment, she addressed me. Your position as director and chief curator of initiatives. Derek gawked as if initiatives were alien. You command it all, he breathed. I negated with a shake. No, I steer it all. Distinction matters. Mom's timbre splintered anew. Thus we receive naught. I regarded her. Not smugly but lucidly. You're receiving what Dad yearned for you. What? She exhaled. Accountability. It descended so gently, yet it reshaped the atmosphere. Derek veiled his visage. His wife edged her seat rearward gradually, as if dissociating from his collapse. The counselors commenced stowing. The Institute envoy inclined toward me, primed for ensuing stages. And then I enacted one further choice, one unforeseen by them. I elevated from the island. Derek peered up, teary, still anticipating some salvage proviso to manifest, some 11th-hour pivot granting him opulence. I approached the pain instead. Beyond, the subway whooshed by. Seattle, persisting, thriving, indifferent to his unraveling. Derek, I uttered softly sans pivot. You've raged eternally that prizes didn't cascade pre-shined. He recoiled. Mom whispered, Arya, ease off. But I wasn't assaulting. I was sealing a portal neatly. I wheeled. Crave $3 million. Forge your inaugural dedicated day. Secure employment. Commence humbly. Dad didn't erect this institute to gratify presumption. Derek's respiration shallowed, as if he at last absorbed an unsaid truth. His wife yanked her device, thumbing frantically, likely scanning if her moniker surfaced in files. It hadn't. I turned to the Institute envoy. I'm launching the premier incubator cohort Wednesday. Slot 3 extras. She faltered. 3 extras. Confirmed. For 3 innovators who submit tardy due to domestic turmoil stalling their timelines. Derek eyed me as if decoding the subtext. Mom rose too. She seemed diminished. I was unaware. She breathed. No, I retorted. You opted ignorance. Desire and dedication diverge. The counselors departed with records. The Institute envoy exited with forthcoming duties. The space vacated save us. Derek pivoted and strode out the entry sans utterance. His loafers tapped the drive like finales to a saga. Mom trailed languidly, gaze averted. I secured the latch post them, not vengefully, tranquility-driven. The subsequent dawn, I motored to the Institute hub pre-dawn, air staff influx. Dawn rays just grazed the steel exterior. The metropolis felt hushed, yet vibrant. Hushed like a canvas awaiting fresh strokes. I keyed my suite, deposited my case on the desk, and unfurled the debut grant dossier of the fresh round. A lad from Tacoma, nurtured by a lone guardian, petitioning for engineering. His statement opened. I don't seek flight from kin. I seek erection surpassing them. Beam. That phrase mended. For this odyssey wasn't retribution. It was recollecting my potential had one elder infused faith sooner. I decanted my brew, perched by the vista, and permitted the morn to evolve sans haste. My device hummed once, a dispatch from Mom. We're commencing counseling Tuesday. Not atonement, yet inception. I contemplated that line protractedly. It didn't unsettle. didn't retract me, didn't reopen scars. It merely persisted like a forecast sans imperative. Key to terse retort. Appreciated. Tend to yourselves. Then I silenced the chain, for evolution, authentic evolution, isn't who grovels return. It's whom you elect to advance alongside. By midday, 4 grand hopefuls presented for dialogues, encompassing the lad from Tacoma. He clasped my palm with that blend of anxiety and resolve I once bore as shield. By dusk, the council ratified allotments. For budding minds, for trajectories altered. I inscribed their identities meticulously onto the accolade banners. Identities meriting visibility. Identities not mine nor necessitating such. As I latched the institute portal that eve and ventured the pavement, the breeze sensed novel like an unscribed leaf. I required no seal from yesteryear. I embodied the seal.